Hey folks, welcome back to another HP Gaming and GameLINK video. Today we have an unboxing of epic proportions for you and I am super pumped for it. Now this is a game that has been reimagined for this particular system. It is, I can't even begin to describe the experience I had with this IP growing up. Those of you who know what the IP is will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Without further ado, my friends, today we are going to be taking a look at the absolutely epic pandemic World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. Hey folks, welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, and you should by now because we are going to be the very best of friends, and my name is Matt, and as I said at the tease, I am here to unbox a copy of Pandemic World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King, and I am super pumped to show you what's inside this box. It is a game that is, just looking at the back of it, it's just fantastic. It is a game based on World of Warcraft, obviously Wrath of the Lich King. I think Wrath of the Lich King or the Frozen Throne was the expansion for Warcraft 3. I am super pumped for Warcraft 4 if and when that should happen. Blizzard, come on, get onto it please. I know Diablo 4 is in the works too, just bring us that crazy fun times. This game is effectively based on the pandemic system, but you are fighting against the Lich King as he spreads his pestilence and mayhem across all of Northrend. You will take on the role of heroes, and you will take the fight to the north and obviously try and cause trouble. I am not even kidding, I am just super pumped for this one. I am ripping off the plastic and getting straight into it because god damn it, I've waited this long. This game was announced and was meant to release in December, but due to pandemic and everything else as well, it was a bonkers time. Plastic, of course, goes on the floor. The box is just epic. It looks fantastic, as you can see there. I can't even describe how excited I am for this one. Reign of Cthulhu, the pandemic game that's obviously based in Arkham and everything else as well. That had some fantastic components, and I expect this to be something quite spectacular as well. Without any further ado, folks, I've already ripped the plastic off. I have a lot to get through. Let's get this onto the table and show you what's in the box. So first and foremost, there she is. Look at this absolutely beautiful artwork. You've got the Frozen Citadel, Frozen Throne up here. You've got some mages, some craziness. You've got Sylvanas, it looks like, Sylvanas. Warcraft 3, she got turned into an undead. Then you've got a thrall, looks like here. Again, I'm purely speculating, but I'm basing it off my experience with Warcraft 3 and Frozen Throne, which was an amazing campaign game experience. Holy crap, it was so good. Okay, let's take a look and see what's in the box. I'm going to open the lid as best I can. It is a tight box, I am not going to lie. Z-Man usually have quite a good production value, so I'm expecting this to be nothing short of spectacular. And I think there's going to be lots of components and punch-outs in here as well, but hey, let's get in and have a look. Let's put this one just to the side here. Hopefully it will stay upright. I make no promises. There is a lot going on. There we go. Okay. Contents and rulebook. This is about the Lich King and his undead scourge. We've got solo markers. We've got all sorts of stuff. Solo mode. I'm pumped. I know what I'm doing tonight. There is talks about setup, how to do things, how to put the hero deck in there and different difficulties, etc. Play the game, do your 4 actions, then the game kicks your ass. That's pretty much how Pandemic works. You take your turn, you do 4 actions, you draw cards, the game kicks your butt. That is very much how it works. There are strongholds, there are miniatures in here, there are ghouls, there are, oh my god, damage and defeat, the fine points of the game, how to play solo. Look at the artwork of this blood elf on here. I love it. It's fantastic. Asmodee had a hand in this and they have spared no expense whatsoever. We'll put the rulebook up out of the way. let's get into the punch outs. Oh my gosh, there are so many. Okay, so let's, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, let's take off the shrink here, off of this one. More and more plastic for the floor. This is a whole citadel. Like, that's game board here. Scourge track and everything else you can see. So scourge track here. I'm assuming this is places for cards, discards, tokens, or minis. I don't know. I'm just trying to comprehend how good this is going to look on the table. I am so pumped. Let's see. We've got more plastic for the floor. And then you have these crazy punch outs. So this looks like the little sort of reminder tokens for the 3 different colors. Scourge tracker, I'm assuming that goes on the Scourge track. And then you have this punch out, which is the citadel itself. The first player marker looks boss. The punch outs are fantastic. They're really nice, thick and durable tokens. And then of course you've got the citadel itself, strongholds to build. I just want to punch this out and build it for you so you can see what it looks like. The rest of the punch can go there. This is going to wrap around, I'm assuming it goes here. Let's build this. Let's build it now. Let's build it together. Let's build it together. Again, I have not read the rule book. Well, I have in brief, but I haven't looked at actually how this all assembles. I'm literally just grabbing it out and doing it. If I'm doing it wrong and you're all screaming at me, I apologize, but I think I've built enough punch outs in my time to make it work. We've got all those on here. There we go. And then we have, this looks like it goes something like this. So one piece in the front, one piece in the back. Maybe I've got that around the wrong way. Whoops. Knew I'd stuff that up. Let's put the flat side on the other side here. Get in there. And then we'll put that one up in there like this. Hopefully that's going to fit nice and snug. And then you have an ice citadel ready, a tower of destruction and mayhem. I'm just going to leave. You know what? Let's put this over here in front of the box. Oh, gosh, this is so good. I'm freaking out. I'm geeking out and I'm digging it. All right, game board. Now, the game board, I'm pretty sure, in my tiny, tiny, tiny little studio here is not going to be big enough to show you how good this actually looks. So, bear with me. I'm going to obviously get a wide shot and show you how this all sort of looks. The names of all the different places, more plastic for the floor. The names of all the different places, the locales of Warcraft as we know it and love it. Places for decks on decks, spawn ghouls, activate abomination, hand limit is 7 cards at all times. The board is massive. This is a massive board for a pandemic game. What is wrong with you people? It's too big. It's never too big. Joking, totally kidding. So I'm going to show you this as best I can. There is a whole lot of stuff here. Hero deck, hero discard, despair tracks, cards for different decks for yellow, purple, and red. There is a whole lot of stuff going on. There is the Ice Crown Citadel space, which we saw earlier, which we've made, obviously, the Ice Crown Citadel. Then you've got Scourge tracks and things too. Holy crap balls, there's a lot going on. All right. What have we got here? We've got all sorts of bells and whistles. We've got cards on cards on cards. We've got boss monsters. We've got dice. Dice in a pandemic game? What the hell? Maybe that's for your heroes. We'll see. Again, haven't read the rules. I do like the lining, marking out the Northrend city-state, I guess. I think we've got some player cards here, which could be boss monsters as well as heroes. Let's have a look. We will keep the baggie for storage just because we can. You've got things like the Nexus, a mighty dragon Malygos has launched a war to purge the world of mortal spellcasters. 3, I don't know what that means. It looks like it's a damage track. And on the back they've got, so this goes on the red space, on the player board, Vault of Archivon, Azul Nerjub, heroes cannot rest on connected spaces, Uldar, Gundrak, Argent Tournament, Naxxramas, Utgard Keep, King Yimmeron, so there's all different places there as well. You've got the Wormrest Temple. I'm shaking, I'm so excited. Okay, the Ice Crown Citadel. Remember the Lich King's +1 damage. The Lich King is there. And then you've got the heroes. You've got Jaina Proudmoore. Yes! Yes, you get to play as the heroes from the game. That's fantastic. Go Z-Man, go Asmodee. I love it. Jaina Proudmoore and her abilities there. You asked for it. Looks like the health tracker on the bottom. Maybe what that's for. Lady Liadrin. You've got Mirrodin Bronzebeard. Sylvanas Windrunner. I called it. There she is. There she is. Thrall, the War Chief of the Horde. Tyrion Fordring. Varian Rin. And then you've got back to the Nexus, those different cards there. On the back, you've got here starting space for the different heroes. They've got minis for all the heroes. Oh my God, I'm so pumped. I'm just crapping on. I am literally just whinging and carrying on about it. But I don't care because it's freaking awesome. All right, so we'll get into the minis in a minute because there's so much stuff going on. First of all, let's have a look at the clips. Now these are tracking clips for the heroes. I'm pretty sure, I'm safe to assume that. The dice must be something to do with combat and rolling for abilities. The clips are quite nice, quite sturdy. Let's grab one of those cards, the hero cards. Let's have a look. Where's Sylvanas? There she is. So you got the clips here, and I think they clip on quite nice. They just literally slide on. Well, they're quite sturdy. Clip on quite nice, and they slide really smoothly as well, which is fantastic. There you go, nice and easy. And then you've got this dice. Now these are etched dice for the win. I hate it when they're screen printed because they can rub off too easily after overuse. Etched dice always are fantastic, and these dice are no exception. You've got combat with double fists, got shields, all sorts of stuff. And they work too, which is fantastic. I nearly rolled them off the table, go figure. All right, so we've got here all the clips. Let's have a look at the cards. Now these are going to be player cards that you'll use for drawing your deck. I'm assuming you need to collect a series of cards in order to beat back one set of ghouls, or at least cure one area of the board. That's traditional pandemic mode of play. But obviously with the Warcraft flair, I kind of dig that. So we have, let's have a look at the player cards. We've got different backs and different things. So I think these ones are player cards or event cards from your hand. Stronghold, play immediately place one stronghold on any space without a quest or a stronghold. Stronghold, the Scourge rises. I'm assuming that's bad. Scourge rises, advance a Scourge marker, draw the bottom card. That's your epidemic, for lack of a better term. And effectively is the same thing. Move the Lich King, fill up to 3 ghouls, or fill to 3 ghouls, spawn 1 abomination, then discard that card. Wow. Borrowed Time, so it's an action card. So these have this sort of random crazy portal back on them, new allies. One Quiet Night, that's a staple from Pandemic. Gunship Support, Argent Crusader, Knights of the Blade, Cleansing, Blessing of the Light, Onward to Victory. And then here, I think we've got some player aids. So these are your player aids here with your free actions, how the game sort of works with those. So move, fight, quest, rest. So fight is effectively your cure action, I imagine. I'll put those here. And then these are your infection cards, or your scourge cards, I guess, in this mode of play. And you've got all the different places. So Amberpine Lodge, Argent Tournament, Azor Nurab, Keep, Frosthold, Grizzlemore, Naxxramas, Temple City. I do like that they highlight the area in the region as well. That's quite cool. And then you've got the mini map here, which shows where everything is. The Breach, Wrathgate, Thunderfall. Oh my God. I was going to try and play Ascension Tactics tonight, but I think this is going to win out a little bit because tonight the kids will go to bed and I'll be on my own. So, horror movie, I don't know, haven't decided. I think my decision's been made. We'll see how we go. More plastic for the floor. Now this is going to be a player card deck. So there's not a lot of, how do I put it? There's not a lot of Scourge cards. which means there's only 3 different types, 3 different areas of the board rather than 4, which is good and bad, I think, maybe. Ramps up quite considerably, I would imagine. So these are player cards. The other cards we saw were event cards that had portals on them. So these are more player cards. Fight, add a fight to any fight on your space. So a good way to defeat craziness. There's lots of fight cards. The art on these is sick. Like there's a whole, like look at this. You got a whole big portal, a guy just casting all sorts of crazy. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Fight, defend, so you can defend against the attack. Prevent 2 damage to any hero on your space. So maybe it's more so beating back the scourge, but also managing your health of your hero as well, so that at least, you know, you're alive to help fight and take back the dark, or from the dark, from the Ice Crown Citadel. Travel, so you can move. Moving extra free action. Move any hero on your space up to 2 spaces. Travel, 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 travel. And then you've got heal, free action. Any hero on your space rests and heals 1. Can be played on a quest space. I like the fact that you can go on quests and things as well. I dig that. That's fantastic. Stronghold cards, Scourge cards, borrowed time. All right. It's mini time. So let's have a look at these Scourge buggers. They are blue because it's the North and it's the Frozen Throne and it's the Ice Crown Citadel. I love that. Let's get a couple of these fellas. Now, for those of you that have played Pandemic Legacy Season 1, now I am going to issue a spoiler warning. If you haven't played that and you don't know what I want to talk about and you'd rather skip ahead, just jump to the next timestamp in the video or wait a few moments. Just block your ears, la 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 la. These guys, the Scourge, are very, very reminiscent, although a better sculpted in my opinion, of the faded figurines from Pandemic Legacy Season 1, which happens in April. That is the craziest month and the craziest game I've ever played. They are these cool little figurines. They are little Scourge monsters that are basically out to kick your ass and give you a hell of a time. And yeah, I dig that. There is a whole bunch of them as well. I'm assuming that if you have to play Scourge minis and there are none left in the box, you're toast, which is pretty much how Pandemic works across the board. You've got your abominations. Now these 3 bad boys are going to obviously offer, oh my god, the sculpt's amazing, offer quite a bit of problems to the game. Now it looks like the abomination sculpts are the same. The abominations in the original game, those hulking, fat, bloated guys that exploded and caused damage and everything else as well. The sculpts are sick. All right, so this is them here. They just look amazing. I love it. They're so good. The detail of the hooks, the axes, even like you've got this guy doing his thing here with the guts and stuff that are coming out. It's just awesome. And I just hope that that's doing justice on the camera so you can see the detail of these things. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's one other component that we haven't got into, and that is this box here. And this box has the hero sculpts, yay, and I'm assuming the Lich King himself. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. I'm a fan. All right, so let's have a look. I will try and determine who is who. Correct me if I am wrong. Oh my god, they're so good. Okay. So here we've got, all right, so I believe this first one here is Tyrion Fordring with his big ass sword that he's got here, energy blades and all sorts as well. I think that's fantastic. I just love the detail, the fact that they are a white sculpt, which is going to make them stand. Look at the detail on that. That's so good. The white sculpt against the blues and the hues therein of the board is just fantastic. I love that. That's going to be brilliant. We've got here what looks like a, now we've got a Mirrodin Bronzebeard here, who is ready for action. He has got his axe, his mace, his staff, I just love it. The detail is just fantastic. And I just hope my camera is doing it justice. It just looks fabulous. That is Mirrodin Bronzebeard. Let's put Tyrion there. Then we have got, where is she? This is Lady Liadrin, I think. Lady Liadrin with a big ass shield. She rolls big on defense, I would imagine. The blades and everything else just look fantastic. The table presence of these minis is just brilliant. I love that. That's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Then we've got, let's see. We have Thrall, the war chief, with his big ass hammer of death that shoots lightning bolts and stuff. Oh my gosh. The table presence alone is just getting me so excited. I love it. It's so good. Check it out. I love it. Thrall, you're jumping over there. He is the war chief. We have here, this looks like Jaina. Is this Jaina? This is Jaina Proudmoore. Mage extraordinaire, spellcaster extraordinaire, and she is ready to take some names and cause some absolute mayhem. I love that. And I do like that she's got frost armor and teleportation abilities as well, which is just fabulous. We've got here Varian Rin, who is ready to take the fight to the armies of Northrend. He's got that big ass sword, and he's got what looks like I don't know, not a sort of a leather armor deal going on, which is very cool. I love that. He's got some crazy abilities as well. He's one of the Alliance members. So I do like the fact that you've got factions as well, Horde versus Alliance. And there's a couple of other alliances as well, I think. Horde, Alliance, and I don't know what that one is. Tyrion is from a different faction. Go figure, shows my knowledge. And last but not least, we have Sylvanas Windrunner, the undead version of her. She's got some crazy stuff going on. I do like that bow as well. She is ready to cause some absolute chaos and mayhem as well. I love that. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, there is so much to unpack here. Oh no, wait. How dare I? I was going to finish up. I have one more thing to show you. Right, so this, my friends, is what we're all here for. This, my friends, is the one and only Lich King himself. An epic mini for an epic bad guy. Frostmourne looking absolutely boss. You've got that. Look at that cape. Come on. Get out of here. That is just ridiculous. Oh my God, this is the presence on the table. He's going to annihilate everybody. Oh my gentle Jeebus. I'm going to use that as a part of my D&D campaigns. That is just an epic sculpt. I love it. It just looks boss. The armor, everything just looks fantastic. Frostmourne, everything that I grew up with as a kid. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. That's fantastic. I'm glad I didn't miss that out, because that would have been craziness. Oh my goodness. All right, for reals now. That is it. That is the contents of World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, a pandemic system game. I am going to do some light reading, and I am going to take the fight to the Lich King and his undead scourge and try and take back the light. There is so much going on here. Have you played this one? What are your thoughts? Which heroes do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. I am chomping at the bit to get this table. I will let you get this to the table. I will let you know how I fare. I'm assuming my first game will not go well. Because it is a pandemic game at its heart. As I said, if you have a favorite hero, let me know in the comments below your favorite heroes, your favorite strategies for this one, what you think of the mini skulls. Are they good, bad, or otherwise? I'm a fan. I will let you know how I go. Until then, folks, plenty more content coming for you on the channel. A couple of live chats. I've got an interview with those folks over at Strike Deck Dinos about their new card battler. There is all sorts of crazy stuff going on. By all means, check the interwebs, stay in touch, and let us know what's going on, what games you are playing over Easter, which is coming up. Plenty more content on the channel, folks, if you want to watch something right now, but otherwise, stay subscribed so you know whenever we post new content. very much a big thank you and mad props to our Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much for allowing us to do all the crazy stuff that we do here. I really appreciate your love and support. Until then, folks, get back to the table, be nice to each other, help each other fight against the undead scourge. The zombies are coming. I will see you back here very, very soon. Until then, it is bye for now.